Everyone says an 800 square foot cabin with smart home tech costs you $150,000 minimum. We spent 3 weeks digging through builders, kit companies, and real 2026 cost data, and found the number that nobody in this niche wants to admit out loud: $70,000. But, and this is the part that matters, almost nobody shows you what that number actually includes. Stick with me to the very end, because the last 2 minutes of this video will save you from the exact mistake that costs first-time cabin buyers an extra $40,000 they never saw coming. Before we get into it, if you're even a little bit obsessed with tiny homes, off-grid living, or just escaping rent, hit subscribe now, because we break down real numbers on housing alternatives every week. No fluff, no fake price tags. Okay, let's get into it. The setup, relatable pain. If you've ever looked up affordable cabin online, you already know the trap. You search cabin under $70K, you click a beautiful thumbnail, and then you find out that price is for a bare wood shell with no floor, no plumbing, no electricity, sitting in a warehouse 1,000 miles from your land. That's not a cabin, that's a kit of lumber. So we asked a different question: is there an actual path, a real, honest, 2026 path, to owning an 800 square foot cabin with genuine smart home features, rustic wood and stone character, for something close to $70,000? Not a shell, not a fantasy, a place you could actually live in or rent out. Here's what we found, and here's exactly where that number is true and where it isn't. What $70K actually buys you in 2026. Let's ground this in real numbers, because this is where most cabin content lies to you. A finished small cabin in the 400 to 800 square foot range typically runs $150 to $300 per square foot once you include a real foundation, insulation, electrical, and plumbing. For 800 square feet, that's roughly $120,000 to $240,000 fully finished. But, and here's the honest nuance, a simple, DIY heavy dry cabin with no full bathroom and no grid utility hookup can come in under $50,000. And mid-range log cabin kits, the kind that include the shell, windows, roofing, and basic structure, regularly land between $70,000 and $120,000, depending on size and finish level. So the $70K figure is real. It's just describing a specific version of the cabin, a smaller footprint, a simpler foundation, off-grid or partially off-grid power, and an owner who's willing to do some of the finishing work themselves, or buy a kit and hire local labor instead of a full turnkey builder. That's the version we're showing you today. Not a lie, a specific, achievable target. The walkthrough / the reveal. Picture this: rustic on the outside, board and batten or log siding, a standing seam metal roof that'll outlive you, a small covered porch facing the tree line. Nothing about the exterior screams prefab, it screams cabin. Now step inside. Living area, open concept, vaulted ceiling to make 800 square feet feel closer to 1,200, exposed beam or faux beam accents for that rustic warmth. Kitchen, compact but real, a smart-enabled induction range, a fridge you can monitor from your phone, and open shelving instead of expensive custom cabinetry, which alone can save thousands. The smart part people skip over. This is where 2026 actually changed the game. Smart thermostats, app-controlled lighting, video doorbells, and solar plus battery monitoring systems have gotten dramatically cheaper and easier to self-install than they were even 2 or 3 years ago. A basic smart package, thermostat, locks, lighting, a security camera, and a solar monitoring app can now be added to a small cabin for well under $3,000 to $5,000. Instead of the $15,000 plus smart home packages builders were charging in the early 2020s. That's the real unlock. The tech got cheap, the rustic shell got cheap. The two together are what makes $70K possible in 2026. In a way it wasn't in 2020. Sleeping area, loft or single bedroom depending on layout. 800 square feet usually means 1 real bedroom plus a loft, not 2 full bedrooms. Bathroom. This is usually the biggest cost lever in the whole build. A composting toilet and simple shower setup can shave tens of thousands off a build compared to a full septic-connected bathroom. The honest cost breakdown. Here's the part most videos in this space skip completely. and it's the part that actually protects you. The $70,000 number, in the most honest version we could build, breaks down roughly like this. Kit or shell materials, $35,000 to $50,000 for an 800 square foot rustic style cabin kit with a metal roof, windows, and exterior finish. Basic smart tech package, $2,000 to $5,000 for thermostats, locks, lighting, cameras, and a small solar or battery monitoring add-on. Labor, if partially DIY, $10,000 to $20,000 for foundation work and assembly help, assuming you or a small crew handle a chunk of it yourselves. What's not typically included at $70K, land, driveway or road access, a well or septic system, grid electrical hookup if you're not fully off-grid, permits, and a contingency fund for surprises. That last category is where people get blindsided. Land alone averages a few $1,000s per acre depending on your state, and a well or septic system can run anywhere from a few thousand to well over $20,000 depending on your soil and local codes. So the honest headline is this: $70,000 can absolutely get you an 800 square foot smart rustic cabin, shell to move in ready. If you already own land, you're comfortable with simplified utilities like a composting toilet and solar power, and you're willing to put in some sweat equity. It is not the number for a fully code-compliant home with a well, septic, and grid power on raw land you still need to buy. That distinction is the entire difference between a video that's honest with you and one that isn't. Where to actually find these? So where do you actually look? Small cabin kit companies have exploded over the last 2 years, offering everything from bare 400 square foot shells under $25,000 up through 800+ square foot kits with insulated panels, pre-installed electrical rough-ins, and even basic kitchen and bath fixtures already built in. The pattern that separates a good deal from a bad one: look for kits that already include insulation and electrical rough-in, not just a wooden shell. That's usually the difference between a true $70K livable cabin and a $35K pile of lumber that turns into a $150K project once you add everything else back in. Also, always factor in delivery cost. Some companies offer free freight within a couple hundred miles and charge per mile after that, and that number can quietly add several $1,000s if you're not paying attention. Now here's the mistake that costs people the most money, and it's the reason we told you to stick around. The single biggest financial trap in the small cabin world isn't the cabin price. It's assuming the advertised price is the final price. People budget $70,000, sign a deposit, and then discover the land they wanted needs a $15,000 driveway cut through rock, or the local code requires a septic system instead of the composting toilet they planned on. Before you spend a single dollar, do 3 things. Check your local zoning and building codes for minimum square footage and utility requirements. Get a soil test if you're planning a well or septic, and add a genuine 15 to 20% contingency on top of whatever number a builder quotes you. Do that, and $70,000 stops being a marketing number and starts being a realistic plan. At the end of the day, this isn't really about square footage or smart thermostats. It's about proving to yourself that you don't need a 3,000 square foot mortgage to have a real home. Rustic charm, modern convenience, and a number that doesn't require 2 incomes in 30 years. That combination exists right now, in 2026, if you know exactly what you're buying. If this saved you from making an expensive assumption, do 2 things. Subscribe so you catch our next breakdown, because next week we're comparing 3 real cabin kit companies side by side with actual delivered quotes, not marketing prices. And drop a comment: would you go the DIY sweat equity route to hit $70K, or would you rather pay more for a fully turnkey build? I read every comment, and I want to know what you'd actually choose. See you in the next one.